to another edition. It's Wrestling Report, North Partner Squad, and Ryan. I'm your host, J-Man. This edition of the IWR are going to do a Ring of Honor Death Before Dishonor 9 review. Just getting off the air with the Internet pay-per-view. Another solid night of Ring of Honor action here. First matchup, we had Jay Lethal and Homicide versus Tommaso, Ciampa, and Rhino.
It was a good way to start the show. MSC came out strong, and then it was just nice to see Homicide and Lethal back together, and Lethal being back on Ring of Honor's cards that we actually get to see. So, MSC won this but with a powerbomb backbreaker. It was, like I said, it was a great way to start the show, and more to come later on.
Yeah, Ciampa and Rhino getting the victory in the first matchup. Second matchup, we had Shelton Benjamin, one half of the tag team champions, versus Mike Bennett.
I thought maybe they would try to get Bennett over here in this match, maybe have him, they keep pushing this whole thing where his journey towards the world title, and he just continually just keeps losing. He doesn't get end up getting a victory over anybody important. He kind of just is just there. The back of his trunks looks like a Netflix. It was just hilarious. We were talking about it, but just didn't look impressive at all. He has got the right look. He's got the right, everything about him, but he the whole match was just kind of weird, and it kind of just felt like Shelton Benjamin was chasing him around the whole time. Shelton Benjamin getting the win in this, just probably the worst match on the show. And I never would have thought I would ever say Shelton Benjamin have the worst match on any show. But I want to like Mike Bennett. I really do. I want to kind of see this pan out and see what would work. But right now, he just looks weak. Looks real weak. But Shelton Benjamin winning, it was a.
Next matchup, we had a three-way elimination tag match featuring Future Shock, Young Bucks, and the Bravado brothers, really focusing on their young up-and-coming talent in the tag division here. I was really actually looking for Future Shock to get the guaranteed victory in this one, but the Young Bucks getting the victory after the Bravados getting eliminated by Future Shock coming down to the Young Bucks. And Future Shock really just a really classic kind of like a three-way, just kind of a big spot fest really here. But there was some really good stuff in there, really showing their athleticism from all three tag teams, and coming down to the Young Bucks, kind of playing off what's been going on in the news of lately with the Young Bucks, with the whole entire story of them trying to go to WWE and all this stuff and being disrespectful and kind of playing off that sort of heel role. And the Young Bucks getting the win here with more bang for your buck onto Future Shock and getting the win here in a really solid, just kind of three-way tag team building on their young, impressive tag teams in Ring of Honor.
I'd probably say a complete heel turn tonight.
Oh, yeah, I would say definitely they'd probably be fully heel now. Next matchup, we had El Generico versus Jimmy Jacobs.
This match, really, with Kevin Steen's, storyline, if you want to say that, this match, you knew somehow Steen was going to be involved, and if Steen wasn't involved, then this match was pretty much not needed on the card, in my opinion. But match started off kind of like fast-paced, here we go, and then all of a sudden you hear crowd cheer, and then we see Kevin Steen with El Generico's mask on, take it off with the mic, and then just start talking, and then they pulled WWE and turned off Steen's mic, and he still was talking. He was talking to that mic, but nobody really heard him. And then all hell broke loose. Yeah, basically playing off the whole thing with, as I've said, I just think that right now, Kevin Steen is the CM Punk of the Indies right now, playing off that just massive heat that he has and the controversy that surrounds him, trying to get back into Ring of Honor and really trying to have it almost where it's Kevin Steen versus the entire Ring of Honor organization here, and seeing this with Kevin Steen. Kind of weird the way they kind of just formatted all this and the way they had him come in and then just had a big, huge melee with everybody, but really interesting to see Kevin Steen in this appearance here.
Yeah, you had this part in the match, or at the end when Steen was out there and he was going to package pile drive Kerry Silken, and they got in there and broke it up, and this was just weird to see
Jim
what they were.
Cornette trying to throw.
Yeah, Jim Cornette was trying to throw some punches on. It was interesting because I don't really know where they're going to go from here. It kind of feels like they're running this whole storyline with him, hating on Ring of Honor and stuff and trying to get something out of it, but. I don't know. Kevin Steen just being there, kind of the match it wasn't really a DQ. It just went to a no contest.
Yeah, exactly.
So, but not horrible of a match though.
Next matchup, we have the other half of the tag team champions, Charlie Haas versus House of Truth member Michael Elgin.
Yeah, this I was actually looking forward to this more than the Shelton Benjamin Bennett match. This wasn't bad. I've always thought Elgin was a pretty good in ring guy. A strong style type guy, and then Charlie Haas is a technical type guy. They played off each other real well here. Definitely better than the Benjamin Bennett match here. Got a little bit more time. Just doing a little bit here and there. Elgin losing. I really think that at this time right now they really need to try to maybe give some of these younger guys some wins here and give them some credibility. Yeah. But they just keep all their young talent just keeps losing. Ciampa winning against Homicide. That's a start, getting a pin on Homicide, but. You know, Elgin losing here, I definitely thought, you know, maybe he should have won that match, but Haas winning, pretty good match. Not nothing super great, but actually not bad.
Yeah. Next matchup, we have the Ringmaster Challenge match, the 2 out of 3 falls match. First fall being pinfall, second fall being submission, third fall, if necessary, was a 15-minute Iron Man match between Roderick Strong and Eddie Edwards. Really great matchup here, really just showing their athleticism and showing that they are some of the most athletic guys in not only Ring of Honor, but also in professional wrestling today. Seeing Roderick Strong get the first fall, the second, the submission went to Eddie Edwards, and then third fall ended up ending in a draw and going to another decision overtime, if you want to say that, sudden death, whatever, that ended with Eddie Edwards getting the pinfall in a really great matchup.
This was a great matchup. We didn't realize it was the #1 contender until after the match, until after they said it, so probably one of the better matches of the night.
Yeah, this was good stuff. You know, Cornette coming out at the end saying, we're not going to give this 5 minutes, we're going to give this until it needs to be done, you know, and just playing off that real well. I don't know, I think they really want to try to lean towards that Eddie versus Davey kind of feel. Maybe somewhere down the line try to, I don't know, turn Eddie heel or something. I don't know what the plan is here, but you know, definitely a really good match. Definitely the match, probably the night, and pretty long. And they played off some shenanigans here and there, and it was some good stuff. So I definitely say match of the night so far.
Moving on to the main event, we had Ladder War 3 for a tag title shot at Glory by Honor 10 coming in November in Chicago. We had the Briscoe brothers versus All Night Express in this feud. Built up with some really good matches and finally culminating in this ladder war. Really had a kind of awkward start to it. It didn't really seem like it got in the flow of things until, you know, about 5 to 10 minute mark, where it almost seemed like it was just kind of an outside brawl that finally turned into a match, but then it finally got in there. Really bloody stuff. Red Titus with the blade jump that looked really nasty, and then finally ending up with all guys bloody in this matchup. Had a great spot from
Kenny King got blood.
Yeah, I thought Kenny King ended up. I don't know. We can't really tell. Ended up with Mark Briscoe jumping off the ladder with the spot onto the table and all this kind of stuff. Ended up kind of a dull kind of ending, but having the All Night Express get the victory there, and a very eventful ladder war. Not the best for sure, but All Night Express moving on to Glory by Honor for the tag title shot.
The Briscoes came out with gas mask on, and that just shows they were ready for war. That's pretty much all you can really say that match was.
Yeah.
This was good. You know, this was the weaker of the three, the weakest of the 3 ladder wars they've had in the company. You know. The thing was about this, there wasn't a lot of ladder spots. You know, they were using tables and chairs, and just I don't really understand the point of it being. I mean, a ladder war. You know, getting up there, getting the contract, and all this stuff. You know, I'm really glad to see ANX winning this. I think that going forward, they could have some good matches with World's Greatest for its titles and stuff. But overall, pretty good match. Definitely something that. Would definitely get ANX over, I think, as a legitimate team. They were waiting for that really big win. Main event of pay-per-view, finally got it. Definitely deserved at this time. But I'd like to mention that, because we were talking about a trend that we just keep seeing in Ring of Honor here over the past year, how it just seems like their upper card, their 2 main events are always really good. And then their undercard's just kind of sloppy and not up to par. What and then it could be due to the talent that they have or what they're trying to do.
Talent leaving also.
Yeah, talent leaving. King's Cabana's not there.
Yeah.
So I mean, I don't really know what they're gonna do from here. But like I said, these last couple pay-per-views they've had, the top matches have always been really good. Yeah. But the undercard has just been damn near, I'd say, probably as bad or just as WWE or TNA.
Yeah.
So I mean.
They're really in the process of kind of, especially with the TV coming in and this transition to that, they're really in a process of developing new talent and kind of the transition of almost the old talent leaving. Like if the Kings, obviously Claudio already signed with WWE, and then obviously Hero's probably looking towards doing that too. Cabana could possibly be going there. So the transition of trying to develop the new talent, as the guys like the All Night Express, which they're doing the right way, and O'Reilly and Cole are doing the right way. But some of the other guys like the Bennetts and some of the guys in the Embassy and the House of Truth guys that are kind of need to really get on a roll and get to there. But I mean, they still have the solid performers like a Roderick Strong, a Davey Richards, and an Eddie Edwards all in there to really establish themselves as as Ring of Honor is. So it's really there. That will now wrap up the Ring of Honor Death Before Dishonor 9 review for my partner Squad and Ryan. I am your host J-Man. Thank you for watching another edition of the It's Wrestling Report, your source for fresh wrestling news, information, opinions, and stuff. This is a battleground.